Oh, Michael Myers, you are relentless, sir. That was, of course, a clip from the 2007 reimagining of Halloween by Rob Zombie. That film is part of Space's Saturday Halloween quadruple bill, but it's not the only horror we have in store.
That's right. Sunday also has a few frights of its own because Space will be airing a Poltergeist triple bill followed by a marathon of Dead Set.
A lot of horror this weekend.
Yes, and to help us break it all down, we got Rue Morgue Radio's Tomb Dragomir here in studio. Thanks for coming in costume as well. We got George, Mitchell, and now horror expert.
That's
horror
right.
expert costume.
You're dressed like a horror expert.
Oh, the humanity, guys. Thanks for having me. Thanks for having me.
I want to start with Halloween and Mike Myers.
Yeah.
Obviously, we met Michael Myers back in 1978 with John Carpenter's original classic. But I mean, what about the character at his core is so compelling that he warranted a reboot of the entire franchise?
Yeah. Michael Myers just won't seem to go away, you know. I think he really is the ultimate boogeyman, you know. He's eyes without a face, les yeux sans visage, you know.
Right.
What they did, I think it has a lot to do with the mask and the look of the character. You know, they took an old William Shatner mask, ripped off the, ripped off all the hair and kind of messed it up and painted it over. But yeah, so you've got this blank, emotionless killer, relentless stalking machine coming at you, and you don't know what's going on under there. There's no emotion, you know, and there's something really icy and scary about that.
Yeah. Well, one of the other films that Space is airing, obviously Poltergeist, a different kind of scare in that sort of film, more supernatural and a bit of the unknown. What do you think is the difference between a slasher horror versus a supernatural horror?
Yeah, well, the slasher, I think it's really about what you see. You know, they tend to show you, you know, very, very disgusting and scary and visual things, you know. With supernatural, it's what you don't see. You know, I believe it was Lovecraft who once said that one of mankind's oldest emotions is fear, you know, and one of mankind's oldest fears is fear of the unknown.
Wow. Well said, Lovecraft. Like I should be a writer.
Yeah, I should have written something, absolutely.
Well, another scary movie that spawned its own mega franchise, Saw, the last in the franchise, Saw 3D, is set to be released this weekend.
That's right. We asked the cast what we can expect and why fans can't seem to get enough of this horrifically twisted tale.
Fear, suffering, death. You haven't seen anything yet.
Why is Saw 7, Saw 3D really going to blow our minds?
Well, from what I've heard, it's the story works really well. The fans that are very specific about what they want and the questions they ask, you're going to be pleased. So head trippy-wise, intelligence-wise, it's going to work. And as far as pain, it's going to be a lot of pain.
Game over.
Oh, I'm so excited for this. And I've got to say, I'm not a fan of putting every film in 3D, but I think Saw will be great in 3D. Do you agree? Is this a good franchise to do it with?
Absolutely. Why not? Let's face it, Saw's all about the traps. You know, I think if any horror franchise is going to work in 3D, this one's worth a shot, you know? Gut feeling on my end, but I do not think this is going to be the final Saw movie.
You don't think so, eh?
No. Next Halloween, there'll be Saw in Super 3D. You know?
40.
40, there you go. It'll be back. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, tell us what's going on with Rue Morgue Radio, not jumping to 3D at all.
No, not anytime soon. We're going to stick with regular audio, but we've got a classic Halloween broadcast this Friday, and then the following week we have a big brand new interview with Guillermo del Toro talking about the possibility of Hellboy 3 and getting Ron Perlman back involved with that.
Yeah, he's got time now that he's not doing The Hobbit, right?
That's correct, sir, yes.
Sure. Big Hellboy fan. Can't wait for that. I will be tuning in. And you got a great Halloween party happening on the weekend. Tell me about that.
It's Ceremonia Satanica going down this Saturday the 30th at Revival Nightclub in Toronto. We've got undead occult rituals, flesh hook crucifixions, dance and Rue Morgue go-go ghouls, costume contest, and tunes of doom from me. That's Tomb. So you got to come out, Revival Nightclub this Saturday.
Very cool. Party of the year.
Thank you for coming out and joining us on InnerSpace.
Yeah, thanks, man. Good to chat horror. Now, if you're staying in this Saturday night, you can catch Rob Zombie's Halloween, followed by Halloween 2, then Halloween Season of the Witch, and finally Halloween H2O. It all gets started at 9 p.m. right here on Space.
And keep it here on Sunday for Poltergeist 1, 2, and 3, starting at 12:30 in the afternoon. Then Dead Set, our marathon, begins at 9:30 Eastern.
And as AJ mentioned, we've talked about it on InnerSpace. We're heading to HalCon this weekend. It's in Halifax, Nova Scotia, the big genre convention, October 29th to the 31st.
Make sure to stop by and say hi. I can't wait to meet my East Coast friends out there. And you know what else I can't wait to see?
What's new on the shelf?